Hey, Cookies here. This is plus 26 Curator in Upper Karazhan, and we're just gonna do some commentary over it. So, as a healer, the only things that we really need to be mindful of in this fight are the volatile energies when they're spawned, and the power discharges. So the power discharges are going to be these swirls that spawn under our feet. We just avoid these. Make sure you actually get a decent amount away from the swirl on the floor because it has a larger hitbox than what it shows, and it will one-shot you in hierarchies. As for the volatile energies, it's really just you can upkeep this healing without any major healing cooldowns, but as soon as there's two volatile energies out, which sometimes will happen, like here we might get a small overlap of volatile energies, like right there, we're getting two. This is where you'll want to be like really thinking about using healing cooldowns or burst healing spells or things that will help keep the group topped up in a more manageable way. So that is the way to best think about when to use healing cooldowns is as soon as you see your group falling behind on volatile energies. So anytime there is more than one volatile energy alive, start pressing, buttons that do more healing than your normal just rotation. During the evocations, still healing becomes a priority if there is any volatile energies left alive, but as soon as the volatile energies are dead, you can just make sure everyone's full HP and then start dealing damage to the boss, because after the evocation ends, he's going to do an overload, which does unavoidable group-wide damage to everybody. And then we go right back into healing again, and the boss will always spawn a volatile energy right after the evocation ends. So that's another good sign to use a healing cooldown. So if you want an easy spot to line up your healing cooldowns, like guaranteed every time, it's going to be right after the evocation ends and you get that first volatile energy because everyone just expended all of their DPS cooldowns and whatnot. So it's a very high chance that you will get a second volatile energy while that first one is still alive. Other than this, in hierarchies, the second evocation, when it finishes, the overload is going to do even more damage because every overload does more damage than the previous. So you'll want to use big damage reduction, defensive, stuff like that to stay alive, especially if you're playing a more squishy class. So here we group up for AMZ, and then I Guardian Angel myself, and it's more than enough to keep me alive, just in case the AMZ wasn't enough. And that's pretty much the whole fight. So those are the things to be mindful of. Hopefully this helps. Let me know, give me feedback on this because this is going to be like a new kind of format of video I'm going to do. A nice breakpoint between the Healing Out Loud series and more of like a commentary style series because I like doing commentaries, but I don't like the format of doing like a 40-minute dungeon and just talking over the whole thing. I think it's more useful. I think the Healing Out Loud series is more useful, and I think finding ways to just incorporate little chunks of commentary like this for bosses and specific niche things in the dungeon might be really useful. So let me know what we can do to improve these, and I'll keep making them for all the various healers and dungeons.